Hello and welcome to the Electrical Safety Roundtable Above and Beyond Awards 2023. My name's Steve Humphreys. I'm the Technical Commercial Manager at NAPIT, and it's my absolute pleasure to host this year's awards. Now, the awards are in their second year, and it's been really pleasing from the entries that have been received to see the effective work that is taking place within our industry to drive that electrical safety and improve standards within the industry. And that's why it's so important that these individuals and companies are recognised when they go above and beyond their legal duty and responsibility to improve electrical safety. Now, the judging panel are not only members of the Electrical Safety Roundtable, but they are also experts in their field that are passionate about electrical safety. And they understand the day-to-day issues that are faced by workers within the electrical industry. Now, there are 4 award categories, and we had, like I said, we had multiple entries, and it gives me the absolute pleasure now just to hand over to our judges to announce the category and this year's winners. I would like to introduce you to our first judge, which is Frank Bertie from NAPIT, and Frank is going to present in the Highly Commended Award in the Changemaker of the Year category. So thanks for being a judge this year, Frank.
Thank you, Steve. It was a pleasure being a judge and promoting the Above and Beyond Awards for Electrical Safety Roundtable. It's a worthy cause and well pleased to be involved in it.
Brilliant. So, Frank, before we start and we get to announce the winner, tell our listeners and watchers a little bit about yourself and what you do.
I'm Frank Bertie. I'm the Chief Technical Officer at NAPIT, and I'm also the Chairman of the NAPIT Trade Association. And I look after all things technical. We provide webinars, presentations, articles for the members and promoting electrical safety throughout the industry.
So this has been a lifelong part of what you do anyway, electrical safety, hasn't it, Frank, through all the years of being on the tools and now in this role?
Yes, it's always been an important thing to make sure regulations are followed, people are compliant with all the safety requirements, and making sure people go home safe at night. That's what the most important thing is, that we deserve to work safely and we deserve to go home and see our families.
Exactly. Okay, so Frank, without further ado then, you can go ahead and announce the winner of the Highly Commended Award in Changemaker of the Year is?
It is Banish Babu, is highly commended in the special highly commended category for what they carried out for the Health and Safety Lead in Mace Indian projects, and what they've done is they've developed electrical safety processes and made sure people have been involved in creating a safe environment for people working in electrical installations within India, and they've achieved 95% participation in the activities for electrical safety and making sure people carry out the safe procedure, safe isolation, and work safely.
Wow, that is well deserved. And what was the process, Frank, in just the judges getting their heads together to feel that this was a worthy winner and receiving this award?
It was a case of all the information Banish provided as the supporting documentation laid out the full process of the engagement with workers throughout India within the MACE programme, and looking through the requirements they had to meet, the safety demonstrations, the safety equipment applied, and working through making sure all the processes were put in place so operatives can be safe when they're carrying out electrical work.
Sounds like a worthy winner then, Frank. So congratulations to Banish Babu from MACE. And Frank, once again, thank you for agreeing to be a judge for the Above and Beyond Awards.
Okay, thank you, Steve.
So it's time to welcome the next judge and the next category for the Above and Beyond Awards 2023. And I'm happy to say that I'm joined by Chris Pack, and Chris is going to present in the Highly Commended Award in the Product of the Year Academy. Thanks for joining us, Chris.
You're welcome, Steve. Thank you very much. Well, okay. So after spending over 40 years working in the electrical industry, involved in the manufacture of electrical circuit protection products, and holding various roles, including product management, and in later years as head of building electrical systems for the BEMA Trade Association, I am now the chair of the Electrical Safety Roundtable in the Home Group, which works to campaign on enhancing electrical safety within the UK. Although now enjoying semi-retirement, I remain engaged in the movements of the electrical industry, and it's a pleasure to be part of the judging panel, assisting with selecting a winner for all 4 categories. So the category is the Highly Commended Award for the Product of the Year, and the judges wished to recognise the achievements of an individual or organisation that entered one of the 4 award categories by issuing a Highly Commended Award.
Okay, Chris, so it sounds like that's a worthy winners, I take it. So, Chris, the big reveal now, let's not keep people hanging. Please announce the winner for Product of the Year.
Okay, Steve, I'm really pleased to announce the winner of the Product of the Year category Highly Commended Award is the EI3030 multi-sensor fire and carbon monoxide alarm by ACO.
Fantastic. And Chris, tell us a little bit about how the judges felt and you felt that this was a worthy winner.
Well, Steve, ACO's award application for their third-party accredited combined multi-sensor fire and carbon monoxide alarm was deemed as highly commended by the judges, demonstrated by their electrical product design expertise in their field.
Fantastic. So, like you say, Chris, sounds like worthy winner. So, congratulations to ACO with this sensor and alarm. Sounds like a really good safety product that we need out there in industry. So, thanks for judging, Chris, and thanks for your time.
You're welcome. Thank you.
I would like to introduce Judge Louise Adamson, and Louise has spent most of her career, in fact 13 years, working as an employment lawyer for a top Scottish firm. And her brother Michael was only 26 years old when he tragically lost his life in an electrical incident that could have and actually should have been prevented. And that led to her attentions becoming focused in the field of health and safety and telling her brother Michael's story. Now, Louise tells Michael's story in workplaces across many sectors and on major projects to ensure that lessons are ultimately learned. She is also a trustee of health and safety charity Scottish Hazards, and her primary aim in all she does is to stop anyone else from losing their life or their loved ones in a preventable work accident. Louise had to step out of the discussions for last year's Changemaker of the Year awards after the judges received an external nomination for her work. And the judges unanimously agreed that the telling of Michael's story, together with how Louise continues to promote this important message tirelessly to all levels of industry across the UK, has been inspirational in raising focus of electrical safety and safe isolation. So Louise, thank you for agreeing to be part of yet another year of judging for our awards.
Hello everyone. I have the pleasure of announcing the winner of the Product of the Year Award category. Now, this category, it was open to products that have been launched in the past 24 months that haven't previously been submitted as an entry to the awards and which enable a safer way of working on or near electrical systems. I'm delighted to say that MATE Limited are named as the winner for their Guardian product. Now, this was a product that was launched in November 2023. And the Guardian's designed to be constantly monitoring the electricity supply and the electrical infrastructure of a property. It incorporates patented open technology. It helps detect faults and safely isolate or warn of any faults before damage occurs. So the judges agreed that the Guardian product, it does indeed enable a safer way of working on or near electrical systems, because it identifies faults in the electrical network, which could lead to a number of potential hazards, and it can actively intervene and prevent unsafe situations from occurring. So it can detect issues such as loss of neutral, broken pen conductors, issues to do with voltage on protective earth and ground conductors, high and low line voltages, and higher and low frequencies. So the alarm, it approaches electrical safety by detecting these faults, warning the building owner, and or safely isolating them. So it's congratulations from us to all of you at MATE Limited, and also a big thank you for what you're doing to improve safety around electrical networks.
Hi, and I am joined once again by Frank Bertie, one of our judging panel, and Frank is going to introduce another of our Above and Beyond Awards. Good to see you again, Frank.
And you, Steve, it's good to be involved with the Electrical Safety Roundtable Awards again. And this category is for the Electrical Safety Initiative of the Year. And this was renamed in memory of Paul Skirm, who was a valuable member of the Electrical Safety Roundtable group and the awards creation when we started these Above and Beyond Awards. And unfortunately, he passed away last year. So it was unfortunate we lost him. Paul was a valuable member of the team and had a great knowledge of the electrical industry. So it was a shame to lose him as a colleague and as a judge on the Electrical Safety Roundtable. But this category is open to all organisations, charities, individuals and other industry stakeholders who have enhanced electrical safety through any outstanding initiative that they have started within it's from October 21 I had to be involved in, and it's never been submitted for any of the awards. And the examples for this award could be any marketing awareness campaign, workplace initiatives, or recent engagement exercises that companies have engaged in. And the winner for this award this year is the Southtyneside Homes for their initiative on safe isolation procedures and danger notifications for diverting neutral currents, which is an important aspect of anyone involved in the electrical industry where they are working with any interconnections with the supplies, which in this case is the Southtyneside Homes are working directly in tenants' homes and making sure things are safe when they're carrying out working.
Wow, Frank, that's quite a hot topic in the electrical industry at the moment, isn't it? So this is really good to see that South Tyneside Homes are taking that initiative, with it being fairly new. Well, not a new problem, but putting that awareness out there and protecting their tenants.
Yes, it's making sure all their electrical installations that they're under their control are safe and maintained as safe. So it's a great initiative and a great detail which they carried out to make sure tenants are safe within their properties. Brilliant.
And tell us, Frank, briefly about why the judges felt that they should receive this award.
The reasons for it were South Tyneside really put a lot of effort into this, and they really, as you said, it's a hot topic in the industry. It's not a new aspect, but it's getting more attention at the moment, where there's a lot of properties who are losing the neutral to the supplies through damage to the supply network, and it can cause serious issues within properties. Can result in shock, fire, things like that. So we've got to make sure we tackle this, and South Tyneside really put the effort in to detail how they're going to check for this every time they go into any of the properties to make sure things are safe and the tenants are safe, and more importantly as well, anyone working on the properties are safe as well.
Yeah, exactly. Sound like worthy winners then, Frank. So Frank, just want to thank you so much for being on the judging panel and getting your heads together with the other judges to announce this award, and look forward to seeing you on next year's awards.
Okay.
Cheers, Frank.
Thanks, Steve.
So welcome back to the Above and Beyond Awards 2023, and it's my pleasure to reintroduce Chris Pack, who's one of our judges that is going to introduce Changemaker of the Year category. So thanks for doing another one of these, Chris. You've been a busy boy. So Chris, tell us a little bit about this particular award type, the Changemaker of the Year.
Okay, thanks again, Steve. So for the Changemaker of the Year award, this category was open to an individual who has gone above and beyond their legal requirements to have a positive impact on electrical safety within their workplace. It was possible to nominate yourself or somebody else, and applicants were asked to provide evidence of this positive change in the workplace from within the past 24 months, and should not have previously submitted the same entry for the awards.
Oh, wow. So once again then, Chris, if you would like to announce this year's winner.
Okay, a drum roll. On behalf of the judges, I am delighted to advise that Mark Graham, who is the electrical manager at Darlington Borough Council, has been selected as the Changemaker of the Year 2023. The judges agreed that Mark's work and dedication has gone above and beyond his legal duty to have a positive effect on electrical safety within his workplace.
That's brilliant. Thanks for that, Chris. And also, you touched on that there, but tell us a little bit more how you felt about the winner and why the judges felt they should receive this particular award.
Okay, well, Mark has been dedicated to developing and implementing a focused improvement program and has achieved a rapid turnaround in the percentage of their housing stock with a valid domestic electrical condition report. Mark has driven his team's success over this past 12 months, and they are on course to reach an impressive 100%. Going above and beyond legal requirements for a social housing provider to be 100% compliant, Mark sought his mission to achieve this goal and was granted permission to make this happen. Support from his colleagues, staff recruitment, and a new centralized data system, together with increased tenant engagement, have been factors in achieving this success. The judges received testimonials about the positive impact of Mark's endeavours being evident in the significant advancements that have been made in the field of electrical safety by raising awareness, implementing comprehensive safety measures, and providing education and training. Mark has played an instrumental role in safeguarding lives and properties, and his efforts serve as an inspiration to all those around him. So once again, on behalf of the judges, many congratulations to Mark.
That's absolutely fantastic, Chris. And I mean, just that one in itself, I mean, sometimes, you know, housing associations get a bit of a bad name, but, you know, with Mark and his team going over and above, that is just absolutely superb. That is so encouraging to hear.
I've noticed in the background as well, Mark, they've gone in for 1 or 2 awards in the industry. I'm not surprised either. So yeah,
that's really well deserved.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for being part of the judging panel on that one as well, then, Chris. And we'll catch up soon.
Okay, thank you, Steve.
Hello and welcome. And it's time to introduce our next judge, which is Charlotte Bamber, and she is from ETT and SparkSafe. So welcome, Charlotte. How are you doing?
Not too bad, Steve. Thanks for the opportunity to come along and obviously announce the winner of the award. Just to give a wee bit of background to myself, Steve's mentioned that I am the Chief Executive of ETT and SparkSafe. We're a not-for-profit organisation committed to improving quality and raising standards within the electrical industry. I've been with ETT for over 20 years, and a key part of my role is to enhance electrical safety and standards, really trying to promote the importance of training, upskilling and continuous professional development for those that are working in our sector. Enhancing electrical safety and standards is really at the heart of what we do, so I was delighted to join the judging panel in 2023 and use my experience and expertise to help select a worthy winner for each of the 4 categories.
Fantastic, and thanks for agreeing to be a judge again this year, Charlotte. It's really great. And with this particular award, what type of award is this one, Charlotte?
I'm honoured to announce the winner of the Derek Thompson Industry Service Award, and this award is named in memory of a dear friend of ours, an advocate and also an ambassador for the electrical industry. We're all really proud to see Derek's legacy remembered with the award. It's a great way, we think, to keep his memory alive and really recognise his commitment and contribution to the industry. The award itself is for organisations or individuals who have contributed to enhancing electrical safety for a sustained period of typically 5 years. And I was joined on the judging panel by Chris Pack, Frank Bertie and Paul Meenan. Louise Adamson stepped out of the decision making for this category due to a potential conflict of interest. So it was the other 3 judges and myself who came to the conclusion of the winner.
Yeah, a lot of emotion involved in this award for yourself then, Charlotte.
Yeah, we lost Derek a couple of years ago now, so we're continually trying to make sure that we keep his legacy alive, and we also try and move things forward in terms of progressing the industry and doing the right thing. So and it's great to be involved in the award of this category in particular, Steve.
That's fantastic. So without further ado, Charlotte, if we'll have a little bit of a drum roll and announce the winner of this award is...
Yep, I'm delighted to announce that Malcolm Duncan, the Managing Director of Superrod, has been crowned the winner of this award, and it's really due to his commitment of raising awareness around safe isolation practices within the electrical industry.
That's fantastic. Yeah, I know Malcolm and the work he's been doing in the industry for safe isolation has been going on, and he's really pushing that at the moment as well. So that's a well-worthy winner. And Charlotte, just tell us briefly about why the judges felt this that Malcolm should receive this award.
Yeah, I think that the judging panel concluded that Malcolm has really put a lot into trying to keep safe isolation at the forefront of industry, with workers, with contractors, with industry stakeholders. So it's really about his dedication and contribution around sharing Michael's story, as well as a number of different campaigns that really highlight, Steve, that too many lives are still being lost each year due to something that could and should be prevented. So really, Malcolm has had a key role in that, along with the Superrod team. But if you look even at the number of respondents in terms of the surveys, the number has increased significantly since the first survey back in 2018, which reflects a real improvement in engagement and awareness around this critical area. So I would say, and I think the other judges agreed, that Malcolm's commitment to keep the issue of safe isolation in the spotlight is to be commended, and he's a very worthy winner of this award.
Thanks for that, Charlotte. Yeah, I totally agree with what you've said there, and it's great that the campaign, like you say, is still going ahead full steam and not being forgotten. So, Charlotte, I just want to thank you for your time today, and thank you for agreeing to be a judge on the panel, and hopefully look forward to seeing you next year.
Thank you, Steve.